Incredible Hulk here, and we are playing our other game of Astroneers. I'm just in this to show you how awesome the game is, how glitchy the game is, and how annoying the game is all in the same time. So it's awesome because, look, I'm on the moon. I'm on the surface of another planet, or of another world, I guess, because I am on the moon. This is the planet that my main base is on. And we built a pretty decent secondary base on the moon, one that we can acquire any resource that we want using the fuel condenser trading platform method. And the method is you just use the power that you get from the sun to create hydrazine, and you put the hydrazine on the trading platform and you trade it for anything that you want. They're worth each part is got different rates of value and whatnot, different exchange rates, but you trade it in to get any resource you want. So that's how you can basically not really have to mine for anything that you want. But one of the reasons why it's annoying is because in order to get everything that I have over here, I had built a small rover and a large truck, and I put a crane on it along with the drill head, and we were roving around. And on the surface of the moon, you actually can find what is it called? Lithium. You can find lithium deposits, and you can find titanium deposits, and you can mine them, and it's excellent. But as you can see, there's no rovers around my base, and the reason why is because there they are, up there. They're up there. How am I supposed to drive those? I mean, am I supposed to fly up there and get them? How the heck am I supposed to get up there? So somebody showed me something. Somebody showed me this cool little glitch. That is another reason why this game's glitchy at the same time. And all you need to do is build a single-seater. Build a single-seater. Pick up the single-seater. Put the single-seater down. And then, as you can see, it says climb in with tab. Well, climb in. Wait, what is it doing? I didn't even do the glitch yet. I did not even do the glitch. And what is it doing? Hey, take me to the trucks! Take me to my trucks! Take me to them! Maybe that's how they got up here. I guess I'm going into outer space. Well, I mean, I was in outer space, but I mean, yeah. And you see those things out there? I'm pretty sure those are other things that I built that got hurled into space unexpectedly. I just want my truck back. So anyway, what's really funny is I'm up here, and I'm not really going to wait for it to land, because it seems like I'm getting farther and farther away. As soon as I hit the dismount button, the game crashes. Yay, game. So we'll relaunch and show you a little bit of what this game is excellent about, because so I'm never going to see those trucks again. I mean, I'll see them again, but I'll never be able to drive them again. But we'll show you why I think it's a really cool game. I mean, it's kind of stupid that I can't name these save files, and I can't delete these save files from this location. I actually have to go into the local folder on my desktop and find them and delete them. That's the only way to delete them. And because I don't know which one is my YouTube tutorial game and which one is this bugged out one in the save file, in the local files, because they're named appropriately, but there's 3 save files. But you can see that there's only 2 files that I have access to, and I don't know which ones to delete without screwing up my YouTube progress. So I really can't do anything. So we're not going to mess with that. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get in my spaceship. We'll rocketeer into space and show you why this game is cool. And this is what causes my trucks to take orbit, is getting in a spaceship and launching off of the surface of whatever planet that you're on. When you load back in, your land vehicles will be suspended in air. But anyway, so as you can see, I pressed this little button up top to take off into orbiting whatever planetary object I was located on. I can tap it again and it brings up the galaxy menu. Here, again, you can see different objects that I have built that are now in orbit high above the planets. And you have to sit here and wait, and you see the ring. This white ring is your the distance that your space shuttle can move from where it's currently located. So now I can click on this planet and go to that planet, which I'm gonna do. And it's like, ooh, adjusting course. Adjusts course away from the planets I'm on. And then I start orbiting the red arid planet. And I can select anything, any place that I want to land on. What you want to do is you want to look at the stars, and the stars go from east to west along the axis of the planet. So if you go on to the top, the northernmost or southernmost hemisphere of the planet, that should be, you should be exposed to the sun for longer periods of time in those areas, and you can manipulate the shape of the terrain to put it in an angled position, because the sun's not going to be straight down on the top, on the northernmost or southernmost hemispheres. It's going to come in at an angle because it's, you know, it's a sphere, and the sun is right there. So the sun is hitting this side of the planet at all times. So it's just kind of grazing the top and bottom, but it's constantly grazing, because if you notice, this side is it's not moving in a linear way this way. It's spinning on its axis there. So right there is going to just spin on a lot faster rate of speed, but it's going to have a constant exposure to the sun. But anyway, so we can hit the button again to go into the atmosphere. Oh, look, it's a broken planet. Look at that. The hemispheres are divided. I really want to go to that planet right now. And why are these objects following me? Because they were at the other planet that I was on. So yeah, it's a fun game, but it's really glitched out. Really, really glitched out. So I really can't take it serious, which is what aggravated me a little bit. So I might go into playing some other games for a little bit. I mean, not tonight, but it's just bothering me. All right, let's go check out this broken planet and see if it fixes itself while I'm hurling towards it. And it'll be funny if it's not fixed. Oh man, it's a whole planet again. You saw it though. It was in pieces. And again, it's the same concept. I bet you if I go here, it's going to be exposed to the sun a lot longer. The other problem is I've literally researched everything in the save file. So if I find a thing that, like one of the modules that I haven't researched yet, it just pops up saying it'll have the randomized thing. Like it'll have the animation as if it's searching for a topic to research, but then it'll give you nothing. So if the devs decide to expand upon what you can, of what research you'll have by adding new items to it, I've already researched that module, so it's only going to give me a mineral or something like that, and it's not really going to it's not going to benefit me anymore because I've already researched it and got nothing out of it. Another thing that's confusing is you see this layer, this bubble around this planet. That means that this planet has a atmosphere, and blue atmosphere generally means oxygen. I mean, I know that Neptune has a blue atmosphere as well, but we're not going to get into planetary science too much, but that's clearly supposed to be oxygen of some sort. So if I land on the planet, I should expect that my oxygen levels should not be affected. Like, I should be able to run around without having to worry about my oxygen on this planet. I mean, I've researched enough to be able to get in a spaceship and fly to it, so I should be able to run around and not have to worry about my oxygen levels. But if you watch, your oxygen levels are dropping. Well, what's the point of this atmospheric constantly, like, you can see the planet, the fauna is, or the flora is constantly, oh no, he's spitting acid at me. It's constantly blowing, so there's a breeze of some sort, and since it's blue, it should be oxygen, but it's not. I'll refill my top the tank off while I'm landed, which is why we throw an 8-pack up here. We always have extra fuel in the tank. And somebody joined my Discord channel, I think. Plop in our spaceship really quick. No, nobody joined my Discord channel. Who is this? I don't even know who you are. Hello.
No.
No. Your name is No? Okay, No. I know. Everybody, this is No. No, this is everybody that watches my YouTube channel. All 5 of them.
No.
No. No. Yeah, nobody watches my YouTube. It's true. You tell the truth. You speak the truth.
No.
No, you don't speak the truth. You tell only lies. So you don't know what to say now. You're like, should I say no? Because no means yes now.
Yeah,
or can I
it got
say
confusing
yes?
at one point.
But anyway, this has been Credible Hulk, and that was No, who is now left. And this is why, I mean, look at this. What is this? That is one of my vehicles. That's one of my vehicles, and I will never see it again. Oh, this game is frustrating. See, and there's the planet broken again. This is just awesome. It's just awesome. Anyway, this is Credible Hulk playing Astroneers. The game is fun, though. Don't get me wrong. As buggy as it is, as frustrating as it is, it's still a whole lot of fun to play. Like, even... And the trick is, if you don't want it to glitch out by leaving the planet, then don't leave the planet. There's no reason to leave the planet except to explore. And once you're in the explore stage, it's really pointless to go back to the planets that you came from. So, I mean, you get frustrated and stuff. But, like right here, you see that's got the 3 dots, so that means that I have a vehicle there. Let's go back to the home world, and I'll show you what my base setup was like from a home world. And this was a rough start too, because I'm in the middle. Again, if you look up, somebody told me this, and I was blown away. Like, you see how the stars are all right here, and there's like open sky, not a cluster on both sides? That means that your base that you start in is always underneath the cluster, which is right in the center of the planet. So if you ever get lost, just look for where the stars are in the sky and drive in a straight line. Like, I usually, like, what I did was I took a Land Rover and I went to the northernmost part of the planet to see if, you know, it was exposed to the sun constantly, like I said. And it was, and I said, cool, I want to build here. Well, I had 2 trucks, 2 rovers, all attached in a line in a train, which, as you can see, they're gone. And I had them filled with research, and it literally took me probably an hour and a half of just driving and trucking through to try to find my way home before I finally find my way home. But I navigated by looking for where the stars clusters were, drove it to where it was right in the center of the sky and then drove in a straight line through mountains and everything. So, but anyway, this has been incredible. And okay, so base design. Where is it at? Okay, so here's the starter pod. Build one over, and then I build a straight line of nothing but these expander ports. That way I can, you know, come over here and build that, come over here and build that, you know, have them spread out a little bit, like over here and over here and over. But I do, like see, I drilled out all of this titanium. And I have so many batteries because I drilled out a whole bunch of lithium. But anyway, I always cluster my trade platform along with 2 of the fuel condensers. That way I can do the constant exchange. And you want to have, like if you notice, I have a whole bunch of these wind turbines and just 2 or 3 solar panels. Because that's all you need. That's all you need, is 2 solar panels and it'll power everything. You need to build a whole bunch of wind turbines because there's no telling. Like you see, this one's catching wind. That one isn't. That one isn't. That one down there is. So you want to put a whole bunch of these wind turbines out in different places because some of them will catch winds at different times. But what doesn't make sense to me is like you can see the particles. When the particles blow by you, that's to represent where the wind is for you to be able to catch it. But like I can see the wind right here. Why isn't this one catching wind? That one's catching wind. Why isn't this one? Why isn't this one when all of the other ones are? You're telling me that this research note module right here is blocking the wind of that? I mean, I can understand this stuff blocking this wind. But that's what it looks like. It looks like my buildings are what's blocking the wind here. And not this, I don't know, mountain or hill not blocking this guy. Maybe that is the thing. Because, I mean, if you look over here, here's this chain. Why aren't any of these getting blown? I mean, maybe they don't have girlfriends or something, but... Anyway, this has been Incredible Hulk. Playing Astroneers and showing you some of the glitches and my griefs about it. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. If you could, like, subscribe, send me an email, send me a hate mail, do whatever. It's fine. Have a nice day.